Hello, welcome to today's reading. The energy coming into today's reading is possibilities. That's the energy I'm picking up on. So let's see what that means for you. One card from the Oracle deck. I have been using the Sacred Forest Oracle lately. Oh, I like this. Blueberry Fairy Gratitude. This Oracle deck is newer to me, but I don't know, it just feels very lighthearted, and I've been really liking that, and certainly for the energy of possibilities. So I'm just going to do a quick read through this book. I won't read the whole thing because it's a couple pages long, but we'll hit the highlights here. And it says that the spirit of the Bluebell Fairy says, the more gratitude you have, the more bounty will fill your life. I believe that very much personally. Cherish the preciousness of all things, and joy will fill your life. The universe is thankful for you. Well, that's okay. I really like that. And what's never surprises me, but always amazes me about tarot and universal energy, I guess, is there's always a link from one reading to the next. So the reading I did yesterday, I felt there was a link back to having gratitude for the small things, and that generating this kind of inspiration and opening doors. And now we have gratitude. Okay, the first card out in the reading today is the Magician. Boy, if that isn't perfect, I don't know what is. This Magician upright in the energy of gratitude, in the energy of possibilities. Really when we're in Magician energy, the way, you always say as above, so below when you're talking about the Magician. And that's really being able to manifest, bring your will into being, having the resources in the material world available to you to manifest, create. That's why we call it the Magician. It's almost like magic, but it isn't really magic, right? You already have those tools available to you. It's having almost a gratitude and awareness of what is available to you and the power and will and ability to create it. That's the Magician. That's very much the Magician energy there. And, usually in this first area of the read, I read as kind of a finance area. And we've got the Lovers and the Four of Swords here. So I think for some people, we're making a choice here around career, finance, money, and bringing your dreams into reality through that choice. This Four of Swords here, this particular Four of Swords especially, is less about, it is a rest card. It's often the term that we use when we're talking about Four of Swords. But this is more like kind of hermit energy, right? Like spending time in thought, in meditation, really thinking through what it is that you want to manifest. So this energy here is saying you have the tools to manifest your reality around finance and money, around career. And the choice that you need to make is, I think, first is deciding what it is exactly that you want. Sorry, I had to check. I thought my microphone, I thought I forgot it. How many times that happens when you do a recording and the sound is terrible because you don't have the mic on. Okay. Back to the reading. Yeah, I think that the first step here is in understanding what it is that you really want and being very clear on that. And that's the time that's in thought. The choice may or may not be, oh, I'm choosing to go to a new job. I'm choosing to go for that promotion. I'm choosing to take a new career path. It could be that significant. Or it could be spending time in this thought and choosing what it is that you really want your money, your finances, your career to do for you, to give you the ultimate dream, the ultimate life that you want, what you want to live, not just getting by, but what you want for yourself. That's the time and thought, and that's the choice that I'm getting here that you're making. And I think once you make that choice, then you can come back to that magician energy and say, okay, now how am I going to make it happen? And it's clear here that you have the tools available. You have what you need to make it happen. It's just going to take some time and thought here. So we received the Emperor in reverse. This is kind of an area of emotions. We also got the Devil in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. Let me show you the cards so you can take a look at them. So Emperor in reverse, kind of emotions, relationships. Devil in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles. So for this area of the read, I'm getting an energy of not wanting to be controlled by an authority, also not wanting to be controlled by your material possessions or materialistic things in this world. Like just a lack of wanting to be controlled, like being in control yourself. There's a lot of emotion and thought around maybe freeing yourself from a difficult boss, a difficult leadership position. It could even be guidelines or criteria around what you're doing for work, like red tape type of stuff. And this devil energy is also this desire to be free of, worldly things. So anything that you feel tied to that you are recognizing is not your ultimate joy, doesn't bring you the ultimate happiness in this world. That's the energy here. With the Five of Pentacles, kind of like feeling a little like walking away from this, almost making you feel like you're impoverished in some way. Like there's some sort of lack around not having these things in your life, or a worry that you'll feel like there's a lack if you walk away from some of these things. So we have the Ace of Stones here. This is a gift from the universe. There is a gift coming. Something that you're not seeing that's hidden from you. That's going to make you feel so much better about your current situation. And I don't know if this current situation has to do with work or money, but it certainly feels like it. Because we've got Emperor and Devil energy here. It could be in a relationship. Like there's a relationship possibly where you're feeling a little oppressed or limited, and leaving that relationship has you concerned about having financial difficulties if you're leaving that relationship. But there's something that's still hidden about what's happening here, and a gift coming to you, like an offer from the universe, something new. This is definitely multiple energies. For some, it's not specifically about money or finances, but there is a financial concern tied to this relationship in some way. And the crux of the relationship issue seems to be wanting to free yourself of somebody who's controlling or has too much power over you right now. But you don't know what you don't know, and that's something that you're worried about. But there is a positive light here. There's a gift from the universe here coming to you around this energy, something you don't see yet. It might actually be a piece of new information that will be coming that will help you free you of this worry and this concern, and help free you of this relationship. Can you tell me about this offer? we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So somebody's hiding something from you that's going to come to light. And then we have the Druid of Stones. You think that what is going to happen here is this is going to be financially difficult for you, and it's holding you back from making this best choice or this best decision for yourself in your relationships that will be beneficial for you emotionally. But what this is saying here is that you shouldn't be worried about that component of it. You really need to worry about yourself and protecting yourself and protecting your heart, protecting your emotions, looking out for yourself at a very core level, because we've got the ace, or we've got this Adept of Stones, which is like your prince or knight. And we've got the Druid, which is like your king, right? And it's like that energy is saying this is going to be a new beginning for you, a new start for you. It's like when the secrets are revealed, when everything comes to light, what you're doing is you're planting seeds for a new beginning that ultimately results in a great financial reward, like a lot of abundance for you here. I see you as this stone energy. I don't think this is other people in your energy. I think this is you. I think the other people are the Emperor, and possibly the devil represents situations or things in this energy. This is your biggest energy for this read, for sure. A big emotional difficulty, a lot of emotional turmoil, like strife, like trying to decide, do you want to do what's best for you, but also worried that following your instinct, following your gut is going to do more harm than good. And so is this worth it in the end? You're wanting an assurance that it will be worth it in the end. And I think that while every journey has its ups and downs, there's no guarantees that this journey is going to be painless or perfect, right? It is saying this is a good choice for you. Choosing yourself is always the best path. And when you choose yourself, you're starting to plant seeds to grow and establish in where you want to be in your life for your future. And this is in a real earthly way. It's stones energy, like pentacle energy, earthly energy. It may or may not be money, but it is something tangible in the real world around what you're setting roots and creating a really great future for yourself. Very solid future, if you choose yourself. Okay, let's see what's coming up here next. We've got the Princess of Wands. We've got the Four of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is about what action you need to take, just in general, for moving yourself in the right direction. And this definitely gets back to gratitude. So the action that you're needing to take is reminding yourself of what you do have available to you. And I think for many of you, reminding yourself of how hard your journey has been, what you've made it through up to this point, because I see that you're very, very strong, very powerful, very creative, and really using gratitude to remind yourself of, like, this happened and look at the outcome. This was good. This, instead of leaning into Four of Cups energy, which is like, yeah, but also the other thing happened and it did not turn out that way. Right? Like, these could be two different ways of looking at the situation. And it's really directing you towards, like, okay, you can acknowledge that something happened, but don't forget this cup, this offer from the universe that was available for you here. and have gratitude for what did go right. Do you see that? This cup that's over here floating in the air, that's either coming to you or has come. Because I'm telling you, whatever has gone right for you, when you really set your mind on focusing on those things instead of everything down here that you can't have or didn't get, you get more of these cups coming towards you. You get more offers. And that's exactly what it's saying. It's saying, don't forget to recognize this, because there's another one right around the corner, and then there's one behind that, and then another one behind that. So the moment, it's not saying you can't acknowledge that this didn't happen or something didn't go your way, certainly, but acknowledge it and don't live there. Live here. Try to live here every day. If you are in the mind of, I'm scared because A happened and then B happened, and then it made me miserable for 6 months, a year, whatever it might be. Okay, but then what happened that was good in that time frame? Give yourself that moment, catch yourself, is what it's saying. Catch yourself in that moment when you're focused on the offers that you didn't get, right? What didn't go your way. That's this energy here, is this focus on yes, but. You know what I mean? Like always putting the but in the sentence to stop yourself, because you have this energy and this fire. I mean, this is beautiful, wonderful energy that you've earned, energy that you deserve to live in, right? And the more you lean into the gratitude, the more that energy is just something that you can recognize in yourself. Energy that others will recognize in you. We have the Magician reversed. So really, not about manifesting in a manipulative way here. That's what's happening. So you have to make sure that you're coming at this from the right mindset, is what this Magician in the reverse is saying. So there's an option, there is a path here where we can say, okay, this is the equation. I'm supposed to think about the positive, not the negative, and then I'm going to get the dream, right? So if I focus on the positive and I push down the negative and just pretend it didn't happen, even though deep down I am feeling resentful about it, then I'm going to win the lottery, right? I'm just exaggerating this example, right? And then like 3 weeks later, you don't win the lottery, your resentment is more powerful than ever. And you're like, well, forget this. And it's because you're trying to manipulate the energy of the universe, which cannot be manipulated. Like, it's not about plugging things into an equation. It is about truly recognizing and feeling the gratitude and the joy. And instead of feeling resentment about what you don't have, maybe allow yourself time to feel sorrow for what didn't work out, but also recognize that that wasn't your path and that it was a good sorrow. It was meant to be there for you so that you could grow in this way. It's about gaining a new perspective. And I do realize that my readings can be difficult to swallow because I read for others the way I read for myself. I want powerful, truthful change, something that's impactful and something that's real. I don't want to hear that it's going to be sunshine and rainbows and kittens, because I know it's not true. I know I've got to do the work because that's the way the world is. That's the way the energy of the universe is. And here we have the 8 of Swords in reverse, blinders off. I love that for you. So I'm definitely speaking to somebody who's appreciating tough love. Let's just say that. Who appreciates some tough love, because you're somebody who's definitely in the mental space of having the blinders off. Like, you're ready. Like, I'm ripping this off. I recognize, life's a journey. And sometimes it's up and sometimes it's down. But if I am going to walk this path, I'm going to walk it bravely with fire and courage. And I'm not going to be blind to reality, what's happening. And we've got the Adept of Wands clarifying this very passionate energy here. fast moving energy. This is that wand energy, very creative. These energies are like the page and the knight energy, okay? It's like your action is to get started, recognizing your power, your creative potential, and your passion. And then your mind is already raring to go to take this to the next step, where you're charging forward on this horse, where you're mentally prepared to move to the next leg of this. Wow. I feel like I've come on a journey with you in just 4 positions. Because over here, we're talking about manifesting your reality by concentrating on what it is you want in life and choosing. And then you can do what you need to do in your career, money, finances to make that happen. There's something emotional happening within you, some sort of turmoil that's holding you back. But you've got all of this passion, this power. I see you moving. Okay, let's get some advice here. Do we have, I'd like a card from Higher Self. Okay. We've got the 3 of Cups, and we've got the 2 of Wands. Came kind of sideways, but I'm going to take it upright. And this is wonderful energy because this is your choice again, your 2. Well, similar to our Lover's card over here. So staking your claim, leaning on that powerful creative fire energy, what it is that you have going on here, this wand energy that's very powerful within you, and leaning on that energy to choose what's coming next in your journey, right? And this is kind of journeying. I mean, this is not your 3 of Wands, but you can see he's looking out over the waters, over the world, and what's next? What's next? And that's what this is about. It's about gratitude so you can have a clear mind, clear line of sight, clarity around what comes next, choosing what comes next. That's where you are. It's not about letting this world toss you all around here and there and just dealing with it as it comes. It's about choosing what you are going to do next. And with it comes a lot of abundance and beautiful celebration. I love this very, very much. Do we have any other clarification from Higher Self? 7 of Swords reverse. Like there's been some conflict. We've gotten some conflict energy here. Either conflicting thoughts, conflicting feelings, conflicting emotions. Boy, I can't get that word out. I'm sorry. Or it could, apart from an inner conflict, it could be a real relational conflict in work, a conflict in a relationship. That this is an energy of it coming to an end when you're getting this clarity, spending time in thought, and really deciding and honing in on what it is that you want so you can make the best choice for yourself. Oh my goodness, 7 of Swords again. This is like inner conflict, inner turmoil over. It's over, and it's done, and it's over. And now we're moving into dreaming energy. Now, it can be an illusion, so we're going to get some more clarity here, but we've also got the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, my initial read on this remaining advice is when you resolve this inner conflict, when you've made this choice on what it is that you really, really want, you're leaning into your gratitude, you're moving forward, right? You're starting to make choices. There is going to be a temptation to dream bigger than maybe what is within your grasp right now. And that's perfectly okay. Dream big, but don't allow yourself to be disappointed when that dream doesn't come true in the immediate future. There is a danger around some arrogance here. And I don't know if this is you or someone else in your energy, but there is some energy around arrogance in finding, and it's around work or money. here, this clarification, this information here, it's like, yes, it's resolving this inner conflict a bit. What I was saying, be a little bit forewarned about a possible potential of leaning too far in the other direction. Certainly dream about what your future is, and celebrate yourself. You're going to have this abundance and this celebration, and wonderful to choose you. But also, if you possibly lean into the potential for being strongly in your ego, or leaning too hard in this energy of arrogance, or maybe there's someone around you who may have an aggressive side or an arrogant side, just be watching out for that in the choices that you're making. Like, not to choose a path where you think you're, so good at this that you deserve more than you do. Like, almost like asking for the moon and eliminating that possibility from your future. It's so strange. I don't know if it's coming out right. Like, I think that the energy, the advice that I'm getting here is that you're going to get some clarity of mind. You're going to make a choice. And I do see that for many of you, when you're like, okay, inner conflict resolved, decision made, I'm going to move forward in this way, right? The moving forward in this way is going to be about identifying your flow, what actually makes you very, very happy, and like what you're meant to do, what in this life. Like, really leaning into that passion that is rewarding just in the act of doing it in and of itself. That's the reward, and that's the magician energy, is leaning into this in and of itself. But there is some sort of danger in leaning too far into that energy of like believing that you've got more power or authority or wisdom than you're ready for. And you might kind of cut off your nose to spite your face, right? If you take it too far. So I do see that there's some like warning energy here, oddly enough, about making sure that you're approaching this with gratitude and grace and some humility, I think is really what this is saying, is we want to make sure we're acting in humility. Yeah. Devil energy. There's going to be some temptation out there for you to want more and to kind of push the limits on what is available to you right now from the universe. And that's what this is warning you about. It's like you're moving in the right path and in the right direction, but then you're going to want the end goal, like the ultimate 10-year plan. There's going to be a temptation to want to make that all happen at once now in the present. And it's warning you to enjoy the flow and what you have in the present and maybe accept it for what it is, instead of wanting the 10-year goal or this energy that's going to be earned. There's more wisdom for you to gain from stepping into this flow. And there's going to be temptation here. That is exactly what this is warning you. All of this is just warning you just to keep your eye out for the temptation and check yourself. If you feel like you're making choices that are leaning back towards that temptation, it might be taking a position that doesn't resonate with you as well, because it does offer a lot more money. Right? Are you going to get back into the same trap that you had before? Like, it's that kind of energy. I hope that I'm communicating that very well. But there is just a warning that there's some sort of temptation here on the path as you're making this choice to yourself. And the wisest approach is to go with what makes you happy, where you find your flow, and know there's more wisdom to be gained. In fact, actually making that choice for yourself, choosing the right path instead of leaning into temptation, maybe pulling you more into that wise Hierophant energy for yourself, which is a wonderful evolution. Okay, I think that's all I can say about this reading. If this reading resonated with you, certainly drop a comment and claim it. All right, thank you.